ArcCaptian 205 MP. Quick and easy setup. I was able to pull this out of the box and get welding within about 10 minutes. All of the leads, including the stick, the MIG, and the ground clamp, have a DINS connection and are all 10-foot length.
Please connect the adapter to the positive.
Okay, I will. You got a color status bar, so when you do have it all connected up and it's ready to go, it'll let you know. Now, at a first glance, I was overwhelmed with how many options and parameters there were, but they make it very easy to go through, pretty much a step-by-step if you just go through each one. Pretty intuitive on how to set it up. And the coolest part of them all is you can actually use an app to control everything you need. All of the parameters and everything set through the app. Check out this size. Now, I did have my doubts at first because it being like a 9-in-1, I was thinking, how did they fit all of that in there? And oh, it packs a punch. It can get up to 205. This is a Euro style connection and I actually really like it. And it swivels. Oh yeah, I got some ugly welds, but once dialed down, it puts down a beautiful bead. Now on the flip side, there are definitely a couple things if they changed would take this machine up and over the top. The one thing I am waiting for ArcCaptain to do is provide a Flux-Core nozzle, which these are the same consumables as Lincoln. So yeah, the Flux-Core nozzle for the titaniums and Lincolns will fit over it. Talked about all the leads being 10 foot, well the power cord is only 6 foot. And this feels pretty thin, and so when I looked it up that it's only 0.08 millimeters squared, I obviously had to look that up, and it's only 14 gauge. I thought for sure that had to be undersized until I looked at my Miller 220. It's 14 gauge too. So, the good old English... Oh, I had just barely started talking, but that's what I was waiting for. The panel, it locks out on you. And I've never been in a situation where I've bumped the settings and thought, hey, I wish my welder panel would lock out. So I had to sit here
Panel unlocked.
and hold the button for 4 seconds to unlock. It's not needed. And the whole English AI lady talking to you, I mean, I'm partial. Actually, it kind of keeps me company out in the garage. The suggested settings, totally off, way off. And I actually already emailed ArcCaptain about this and they said, yes, we are already in the works for coming up with the new suggested settings. Now, whether they actually send out new stickers to put over the panel, I don't know. Just for example, take a look at this 1/8" weld that I did with the suggested settings. 400, man, 23.7. All right. This straight up what it suggests for 1/8". I blew through that so quickly. I turned it down to about half. So perfect settings are right about 200 inches per minute. Now here's the deal with ArcCaptain. They listen. As mentioned, they're already working on some new suggested settings. And here's another. So back here you got the connections for your MIG and then you have one for both your cut and TIG gas. Most people don't know, but yes, you can use compressed gas as you would like argon for your actual cutting. Now, like me, most people just use compressed air, so that has a different fitting. If you were one of the first ones to get the 205, you actually had to get your own adapters. And look what I found in the bottom of the bag, an air fitting for compressed gas. Definitely save that 100% argon for your TIG welding and compressed air for the plasma cutting. Let's get the timer going and see how long it takes us to get this machine up and running. Starting now. Doesn't catch. Catches. They give you a couple different rollers. Now I'm starting off with the Flux-Core, so I need to switch that out for the knurled wheel. I send a little of the wire through and then I actually hook up the MIG gun, send it through, put on the contact tip, and we are ready to roll. 10 minutes. Dip it in some nozzle gel, and then if you do a quick spray of anti-spatter spray, man, those flux ball BBs will just brush right off and you get a beautiful looking weld. started out with a suggested 360 wire speed and 20 volts. A bit too hot. And just here's another example of when the lock button is annoying to have to turn off. Ended up turning it down to about 120 amps, and this fillet weld is done on an 1/8 inch thick coupon, and that ran nice and smooth. With the Flux-Core, there is still a little cleanup, but it turned out pretty good. Switching out the wire was super easy. Don't forget MIG gas. I am running this with 100% CO2. Now I already showed you at the beginning the suggested settings were 400 inches per minute and 23.7 volts, and that is just way too hot. Let's turn that down by like half. I like that. Let's roll with it. For this 1/8 inch, I found that about 220 inches per minute was the sweet spot. And you can even see I'm getting plenty of heat all the way through to the other side. On these, again, 1/8 inch coupons, and it's turning out nice. ArcCaptian has angle grinder and impact wrenches. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a little while to switch over to battery angle grinders versus electrical, and now that I've done so, there's no going back to a cord. These are nicer, they're bigger 5-inch cutoff wheels, and it cuts through this 1/16 inch like butter. The best part of all, the head rotates. I always like having two on hand just when I'm not having to switch out the attachment. I usually keep a flap disc for the final cleanup, and then either a grinder or a cutoff wheel to get going. The 205 MP is a spool gun ready, meaning you need to actually buy that separately or get the other kits, like the Ultimate or the multi-kit. It comes with the spool gun, and then you are ready for aluminum. Remember, also, with aluminum, you need to use 100% argon. Cool part is you can adjust the speed on the gun itself. I am in no way a professional aluminum welder, but I'm still hooking it up just to be able to show you guys that it does work. Hey, it's not the prettiest, but it will hold, and it will suffice for those couple aluminum jobs that I have going here in the garage. The TIG torch comes with a finger switch, but this is not amperage control. So this will just be able to be used for your high frequency arc, and then you actually change the amperage on the machine. So this is kind of a, you push it, you get the full amperage. I want the full control, so I also picked up the foot pedal. So now as I depress on the foot pedal, it will start the arc, and then I could adjust the amperage by how much I push on the pedal. So let's hook it all up. If you get the full TIG kit, it comes with a stubby gas lens kit, so that is what I'm going to be hooking up. I like that a lot more for just regular steel. Let's mode on over to high frequency TIG. Amperage, I don't know, we're going 1/16 inch, so let's maybe start out at about 85, but since I got the foot pedal, I can definitely... Oh, okay. Yes, we need the ground clamp adapter. Thank you.
Please pull out the adapter.
Okay, I will. Give me a second. Foot pedal, it's already sensing that that is hooked up, and we still got the yellow bar because
Parameter saved.
I need to pull out the adapter. I already had the 100% argon hooked up for the aluminum, so I can still use that for my TIG welding now. And this is turning out nicely. I mean, I typically only do small little precision type welds with my TIG welder. Now, like with the aluminum, I'm not a professional TIG welder, but still, it throws down a pretty nice bead. And if you do plan on using the TIG quite a bit, I highly suggest getting that foot pedal. The foot pedal just allows you to control the puddle that much easier. Hooked up the compressed air and we are ready to plasma cut. And what is super awesome is you can actually control the air within the machine itself. I mean, it just burns through this little 1/8 inch like nothing. And then I did bump it up to some 3/16 inch and then finally some 3/8. And it still went through all of that. I didn't have any 1/2 inch. It says it can do that. Yeah, I have no doubts that it could probably do 1/2 inch. So here we go. Here's just a couple samples of the samples I've been doing over the last couple months with the 205 MP. Awesome welder, everything from aluminum to steel, cutting and welding. We'll see you next time.